All right, welcome back to Around the Pitch, episode numero 4, where we'll be covering match week number 4 with your hosts Derek, Clay, and a really special German friend today.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys. I'm Ryan. Really excited to be here. It's an honor.
Nice, lovely. All right, well, as always, we're going to start covering match week 4. We'll start off with some new news around the Prem, and then we'll jump into our best performances, goal of the week, worst performances, and then team of the week, who will be done by Ryan, and then Clay and I will critique. Just to kick it off, I guess first transfer we have on the books is Balogun to Monaco for 40 mil. Clay, what are your thoughts on that?
I think that's low for him. He scored 21 goals last year. I feel like he's worth more. We're going to talk about Cole Palmer more, but he went for 45 million. And it's like, how is Balogun going to go for 40 million?
That's true. Ryan, you're wearing an Arsenal kit. What are your thoughts?
It's the Premier League tax, man. You've seen big players. What's the guy from Red Bulls now, from Lens, that went there? That was like a 40 mil signing too, and he also scored over 20 goals.
Openda?
Yeah. So
Openda went to
Leipzig.
Red Bull,
Yeah.
So that's another player scoring over 20 goals, going for around the same price.
Oh,
it seems
saying
like
the tax because they're not going into the Premier.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, that's a fair point.
Yeah, that's a fair shot.
But
Yeah, so guys like Palmer inside the Prem being super overvalued, but outside the Prem, seems like prices are still pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I think, I'm surprised Arsenal are getting rid of him, to be honest. I think he's probably better than Ketia, but
I would have liked
now
to
we're never
keep
going to
him.
find out.
I would have liked to keep him. I think he'll do well at Monaco, but
I'm surprised he didn't even get a single, real try at Arsenal.
it's kind of frustrating, especially,
He
probably
wasn't
for
even
him.
in the preseason squad, was he?
A little bit. He didn't really get many minutes, but he didn't really show his full potential in that.
Yeah.
But I mean, we have a sell-on clause. That's at least a plus. So if he, gets really good, goes to another club, we at least make some money on that. But,
Yeah, or you buy him back for double the money.
Yeah.
So
that would be typical. Yeah, he just gets really good, and then we buy him back. But
Yeah.
I think he'll do well, and hopefully he does.
Yeah.
He makes that team better.
Next one on the list. This is another bigger one. I know this was last week, but we didn't cover it. Kudus to West Ham for just under £40 million. I think that's a really good signing. Personally, I think it'll be a great fit into West Ham's system, what they're doing. The only thing is, now they have, I feel like, a bunch of midfielders, so I'm not sure what they're really going to do with all of them.
They do, but I mean that's a great signing. He was sick at Ajax, and they've turned around the Rice sale and signed Ward-Prowse, Alvarez, and Kudus. I feel like that's pretty good investment.
Yeah.
About the exact same amount. I think that's $100 million, those three players, and they sold Rice for
105.
Yeah,
Ryan,
so pretty good
thoughts on that?
turnaround.
What do you think? Would you be in West Ham? Would you rather have Rice or those three players? Actually, plus Edson.
Yeah, I said
Oh,
Alvarez. Yeah.
It's tough. I think they've made really smart signings. I like the way they're looking. Kudus is only going to add to their team. I mean, we're going to get into this more, but we're really sharp last weekend on the counterattack, and I think Kudus will only help them become sharper and more lethal on the counter. So I think they've done well. Obviously, I'm happy to have Rice over at Arsenal, so I think they made the right choice letting him go.
That's fair. I think I'd prefer Endo over all of them, but that's just me.
Crazy shot. Crazy shot.
Next one, I think this is a really good one, or at least for Villa is getting Clement Lenglet on loan.
Yeah.
I mean, I think honestly he's a great center back, but again, they have kind of a stacked center back room now too.
Yeah, I mean, they did lose Mings.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Longley was at Spurs last year, and he didn't really.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't do a whole lot. So
he's
we'll
also
see.
left-footed, and so is Pau Torres. So
We'll see. I think it's a good. I mean, on loan, why not?
No obligation to buy. Either.
Why not? Yeah.
It's a pretty simple one. Next one, there's another big one. Nunes to City for 60 mil. So didn't Wolves literally just sign him in the transfer window too?
I think last year, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's very good. I mean, scored a wonder goal against Chelsea last year, I believe.
Yeah.
That volley. I think it was up for goal of the year.
I remember that goal.
Yeah, he's a really good player, but City are just do they really need him?
I guess if De Bruyne is out for
I mean, they
a certain amount of time,
they
he
could
be
use
good.
him, but it's
I I mean, who's he gonna play over? Ryan, thoughts? I mean, he plays kind of the 10, so
Yeah, I don't know.
How old is he? Do we know? I'm not sure.
mid-20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's older
I
than
don't
Foden, and I mean, I feel like that's kind of where Foden plays. So, interesting to see. I guess he can kind of play a little bit out wide as well, but
Yeah.
I think he'll be a good rotation player. They got rid of a lot of players up top, and they're just going to need people for the amount of games they have. And
that's fair.
when you have Pep as a coach, I mean, you've seen so many players go to City, and maybe they struggle the first year or so, but they always end up having at least 1 or 2 good years after being coached by Pep. So.
Yeah. I mean, that happens literally every time because he's so good.
But yeah, very scary to see. Just so much depth on that team. It's like they get better and better, it seems like.
It is actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how they all fit in specifically this year. I think there's probably not much pressure on them. They just won the treble, so honestly, I don't think they really care if they win the treble again this year. But I mean,
But
they're
surely-
favored to
surely
win the
they're gonna-
Champions League and the Prem again.
But surely they want to win. You know, that's like,
Yeah.
of course. But yeah, I get your point.
I don't know. Jack Grealish might still be partying, low-key.
Yeah, I might still be on a bender.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever stop being on a bender though.
I think Pep wants to prove that he can be the first manager to do 4 Premier Leagues in a row. He's going to be really motivated to do that. I don't think that's ever been done before. I was looking it
hasn't.
up. There's been a lot of teams that have done 3. I think Fergie's done
Fergie,
3
I think,
multiple
did it twice,
times,
Yeah.
but no one's ever done 4, so will be interesting.
Yeah.
It'd be very interesting.
Definitely.
Next one on the list, pretty packed transfer list for us this week. Palmer to Chelsea for 45 mil, 40 plus 5 add-ons. It's an interesting one. I mean, the guy has started probably 4 games his whole career.
Yeah, I think it's a ridiculous price tag.
How can you defend that? If you're a Chelsea fan,
I mean, he's a good player.
put
though.
yourself in a Chelsea
He
fan's
really is a good
shoes
player.
and try to
I think
defend
he's
that.
a good player.
He's a good player, but I don't get the move when you have so many wingers already on Chelsea.
I agree. I actually don't think the price tag is that crazy. Like 40 mil nowadays is not that bad. He's only 22 or 21. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he could be, and he's a good player. The only thing is he's going into kind of a similar situation where he was at City.
I'm just really
But he's
surprised
probably
he
not gonna
left
start.
City because I feel like City's almost a better situation for him.
If he had left, I think he should have left to a mid-table team where he would have played.
Right. I
Yeah,
honestly
every
think
minute.
he could have got minutes at City. I'm really surprised they're lacking
I
at
think
that right wing
because
position.
It's because they signed Doku and they were bringing Nunes in, so I
Yeah.
think there's kind of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
there must have been something said because it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, but
So Pep probably wanted it done.
he was doing well. Scored in the Community Shield, scored in the UEFA Super Cup. I mean, he was doing
He
well.
started the first 2 games of the Prem too.
Yeah, so I don't really understand it, but I mean,
I don't-
Yeah,
Chelsea
from
got a
either
good.
There's no way he just sits into Chelsea and starts right away.
No, I don't think so. But
I
Chelsea
mean,
got
maybe if he plays on the left wing, but
yeah.
I mean because they had Chupamecca get hurt, but he's only out for
Yeah.
5 weeks. So.
Yeah, but they still have all these wingers like
Yeah,
Chelsea just
Madueke, Sterling, Mudryk. I mean,
And they're really putting all their eggs in one basket with Jackson. I mean, I think he's going to be a good player, but if he's hurt or they need to rotate, who else do they have up top?
Well, they have Nkuku.
but he won't be
Right,
back
but
for
he's-
months.
Yeah, but I mean, again, that's if Jackson gets hurt. But in 3 months, you'll have Nkuku back.
That's true, but yeah, it's like if Jackson does get hurt, so what do you do?
I mean, yeah, but you can say that about pretty much any team realistically.
But who's their backup?
For what?
Chelsea. I mean,
For Jackson?
Yeah.
I mean, Nkuku.
But like, no, that's what we're saying.
Oh,
In
if
that
he gets hurt
time,
right
in that
now?
time period, like,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
what do you do? I guess Broha's back.
Yeah,
I guess
Broha's
Broha-
pretty much going to be back.
But,
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, and last one, best one, Fati to Brighton on loan. No obligation to buy. I don't know how they've managed to do that. That was a weird, it came out of nowhere loan.
Yeah.
Smart business by Barca, though,
Yeah.
allowing them to have one of their players leave and then just come back and get some playing time. Well, I think he would have played quite a bit this year.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I guess you have Gavi playing on the left.
The new wonder kid out on the right, I think, is going
Oh,
to
yeah, he's better than
Yeah.
Fati, yeah.
Yeah, he's very good. I mean,
Yeah.
he's gonna be. Yeah, he's well.
Yeah.
He could be him. He could be.
I think he
could
is,
be.
honestly. I mean, some of the clips I've seen and the few games I've seen him play, he's just making these defenders dance.
Yeah,
he's
he
a
looks crazy.
16-year-old kid, and nobody knows what to do with him.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
But yeah, Fati, it looks like his decision was kind of swayed by De Zerbi. He wanted to work with him, I think. And De Zerbi wanted to work with him.
Well, I think
and because Tottenham were in the day before, and I don't think he wanted to go to Tottenham.
I think also from a Barcelona perspective and Xavi, they're probably telling
Gets more
him to
playing
go
time, probably.
Brian will be probably more playing time and more style of play where he can develop.
Yeah.
Similar
More
style to
tiki-taka
Barca.
type play.
You don't want to go to Tottenham and ruin your career.
Yeah.
That'd be
I don't know.
a real
Tottenham are going to be
shame.
good this year, though.
I don't know. I just lost to Fulham.
Yeah, but I mean, in the Prem though, they're same. They have the same. They're actually above. Actually, no, they're not. Well, yeah, they're above Arsenal in the Prem right now.
I
Goal
mean,
differential.
Early days.
early days.
I don't know, they look good though. Beat Man U.
They do look good this year.
Yeah.
They're looking very sharp. I'll give them.
Yeah. All right. That covers pretty much on transfers. I don't think there was any big injuries. Any off the top of your heads? Not really. No.
No, I mean like Vinicius and for 4 weeks, but he's out for like 4 weeks. But that's kind of
But
all I
that's
can
not
think of.
Prem though. Is it?
No, I know.
Oh,
Just for in world football.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
just like-
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay. So then jumping to goal of the week. I'll kick it off. I've got Sterling's first goal. I think started the weekend off with a bang.
Yeah.
And no other goal really replicated that. It was kind of like Matoma's, honestly. Not as deep of a run, but still really cheeky.
Yeah, very good
enjoyed
display of dribbling. I would say I'm taking Bowen, just unreal touch against Brighton.
But you just don't. Oh yeah, that was actually
That
my
the
second
touch
attempt.
just does it for me.
Great
I mean,
ball,
it's
great
like
touch, yeah.
Benrahma played him a great ball, and he just controls it like so well. It's just such a good touch and finish. But I mean, Sterling has a good shout too. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Ryan?
I picked Sterling as well. I mean, unbelievable individual goal. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets goal of the month, honestly. But that bowling goal, man.
Ooh, I don't know. I think Matoma was gonna take that.
You think?
Yeah, it was the same goal, but
I think
Matoma
Matoma's
dribbled
better.
more people.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah,
Although
that's
that little fake at the end from Sterling was so class.
yeah.
Little shimmy.
It was unreal. I mean, Sterling,
He's looking good.
he's looking very sharp this year.
Very.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, honestly, if he plays well, he's just a better version of Matoma.
Yeah,
Potentially.
yeah.
Wow, you both agreed with that. Okay. All right, I thought that was gonna be spicy. I guess not. All right, best performances. I guess I can start off again, or actually, Clay, I'll let you go first this time. Let's start off with team performance.
Team performance. I have Liverpool. I think
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
they played so well with being down 10 men.
Yeah,
From like 30 minutes on to play 10 men down, and come back
and being
and
down
score.
1-0 too.
Yeah,
by the
you're-
time you go down to 10
Yeah,
men.
yeah, and you're down at that point to come back. And they honestly, I don't know if Newcastle just sat off, but Liverpool looked way better.
I think that was a Klopp mastermind. That was
he did very well with the subs in the end. Yeah, Darwin,
That was class from Klopp.
yeah, Jota, good subs.
I think it just puts back into perspective of how much people are starting to underrate how good Liverpool actually are.
Yeah, and you go away.
'Cause they
at
had one bad season where they placed fifth, and then they that style of play with 10 men. If they can actually sustain that, which I think they will be very good.
Yeah. And to go into Newcastle away is very hard. I mean, last year Newcastle lost like maybe 1 or 2 games. I think at home they were unreal. So very good performance from them. I think everybody was very good. Allison unreal, and I don't know Van Dijk's. It's up in the air if that was actually a red or not. But I think it was.
4 times, I think the ref is blind. No, I'm kidding.
I
It was
don't know.
definitely-
I don't know.
I
But
think,
but that's my that's my team of the week. I don't know about you guys.
Ryan, who do you got?
To switch it up, Liverpool did have a great performance. I'm going to go ahead and say Chelsea. I know it was against Luton Town, but they really commanded that game. They never looked in trouble.
Literally,
And
no one's-
you actually got to see some glimpses of what this Chelsea team could be. We got to see them do it against some stronger competition, but it was exciting to see them actually click for once in a game. So I'll go ahead and give my performance to Chelsea.
I thought the 2 players you both hate, Caicedo and Enzo, played really well.
I thought Enzo played well. I don't because
Caicedo was good.
he was all right. I think.
Yeah. Enzo's
Yeah.
class, honestly.
Yeah, Malu
Hey, he
Gusto
finally
was
won a game
great.
at home too.
Yeah.
They needed that, to say
yeah.
the least.
No, for sure. I guess we're going 3 different teams today.
Yeah.
I got West Ham, top of my list. I think 2 weeks in a row they've taken down a team who was supposed to be better than them this year. I know Brighton had most of that ball, but I mean, who cares if you lose 3-1?
No, I guess that's fair. I just
Brighton
don't like
didn't
the
really
way.
look dangerous at all after that first goal that West Ham scored.
I thought Brighton were still dangerous, but West Ham hit them on the counter. You can't really argue with that they won. I mean,
Yeah.
Or Prowse, another goal.
Yeah.
Class.
yeah, and West Ham are probably just gonna play like this the rest of the season and probably grind out results.
Yeah. I mean, especially when you have Edson Alvarez just sitting, he's essentially a third center back.
Yeah, and
So
they've
it's
done they've done well with their signings. It looked like they weren't going to bring anyone in for a while there. You know, a month ago, 3 weeks back, it didn't look like anybody was coming in. But they've done
they've done really well
with their signings, which I didn't expect. But
Yeah.
they've done
It'll
well.
be interesting to see where Kudus fits into the whole system because you have a bit of a stacked midfield now. In there too.
That's true. Yeah. So up to David Moyes. We'll see what he does.
Good old David Moyes.
Yeah,
What a legend.
Legend. Man United legend.
Yeah, no, really, a big Man United legend. All right, jumping up to player. I'm gonna start out. Mine was Matty Cash. 2-goal performance, looked incredible. Man of the match. He just looked like a threat. Almost scored a third too.
Yeah.
Which he was very close. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I really enjoyed watching him play, and I've never seen him play that type of position, the
Like a
more
right
wing
wing
back,
back, yeah.
kind of like the Reece James role, and I thought he did really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good. Yeah. Fair
He
shout.
looked electric. Aston Villa almost made my team of the week, honestly. They were really exciting to watch, looked threatening every time they went forward.
Yeah, they look good. I mean, besides that whomping 5-1 score against Newcastle.
Yeah, they've been stellar. Yeah.
To be fair, wasn't it 1-1 at half, though? I think
was,
they just
yeah.
had... And Mings got injured at that
But
half.
Mings got injured early
No.
in that game, though. Pau Torres
Yeah.
came on pretty early.
Yeah, I think they just had a second half disaster class, but I think that they're
Or
going to be...
Newcastle had a
they're gonna-
master class.
Maybe.
Actually, no, they're not masters of anything at this point.
I don't know. I thought they were looking strong, but since that first game, I haven't really seen Tonali or anybody.
Well,
They've
have
also had a
played-
hard
they've played
schedule, City and
and
Liverpool. But
That's
yeah.
true.
Back to back,
but-
that's tough.
I wasn't on that podcast, but I think I would have put Newcastle at third above Liverpool and competing with teams like
Well,
City.
two of us
So
two of us put him at 4, and then Clay, you put him at 5th, right?
I think they're fifth for me. Yeah.
Kai and I both had him at 4, so
that's fair.
I mean, I still think they're gonna end up top
they're
4.
going to be a top team. But
I think they're a better team than Man United by far this year. At
Yeah,
least
we'll
from
see.
what we've seen.
We'll see
Yeah.
once they play. Yeah.
At least from what we've seen this year, United just have a big midfield issue there.
Yeah.
They do.
Honestly,
They just need somebody.
not having Mason Mount kind of helped.
They just need somebody to pair with Casemiro, and
Yeah.
Amrabat maybe coming in might be the perfect thing for them. But
yeah. Who do you have, Clay? Performance of the week?
yeah, so I have Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes.
I hate the rat, but he's a good player. I have to say he's a good player. I mean, he creates chances. Scored a pen. Had an assist. He was very good.
I mean, he's just their best player.
Yeah, he
by far.
turned the game around. He's their best signing of the last 5 years basically.
Yeah, he's been incredible.
yeah.
I mean, since he joined from Sporting, he's been. He's
He's
created
very good. I
yeah.
agree.
He's.
I mean, I think he's probably created the second most chances,
Yeah.
assists, and goals after.
Yeah, you could say
Bruyne,
that
probably.
he has so many penalty goals and that runs up the stats. But I mean, he still creates. He scores other goals and penalties. I don't like him at all as a player, but he's
a bit of
good.
a rat.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's good. But that's my player of the week. Yeah.
Ryan, who do you have?
I got to go with Sterling. As
I
I
mean,
mentioned
that's fair.
before, he's really turned it up this season. He's looking like in his prime form when he was at City. Incredible couple of goals and assists.
Yeah.
I mean, a brace and assist. What more can you ask for from him? And
Hat trick.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No, he was really
But-
good. I think this is the best he's looked in years.
it
Yeah.
is. And isn't it interesting that the players that are looking best at Chelsea are the guys with so much Premier League experience? Got
I don't know why you're looking
Sterling
at
and Thiago Silva, their two best players. A lot of these
Yeah,
other
those
guys.
are the only good players, though.
Right, that's my point.
Yeah, but even when they had all the other Prem players,
That's fair.
yeah, the other ones were all washed.
I mean, yeah, they need a rebuild, but I'm not a fan of what they're doing right
Hey,
now.
you just said you liked how they played quite a bit.
Yeah.
They were looking
I
good.
don't know.
I need to
I'm just saying, maybe.
compliment them first, so when I attack them later, it doesn't seem like I have some vendetta against them.
All right, now jumping into our most disappointing performance or our mug of the week. I'm going to start it off with Newcastle. They suck. Let's be honest.
Well, they
I'm
just
kidding.
didn't take
No,
advantage of the
I'm
10
exaggerating,
men.
but
Yeah.
how are you going to go up 1-0 30 minutes into a game against a 10-man Liverpool and sit?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It's an embarrassment, especially
And realistically,
at
they
home,
only
man.
had one. They had 2 real chances. After that one incredible Alisson save off of the Almiron volley, which was great strike. And then that one Bowen counterattack, or sorry, not Bowen.
Harvey Barnes.
Yeah, Harvey Barnes counterattack where he should have squared it to. I think it was who was in by then? Was it Wilson? I
Tom
think.
Wilson, yeah.
But besides that, Liverpool just managed to dominate that game.
Yeah.
Which is quite impressive.
Yeah.
And I think they kind of pulled those two goals out of nowhere, but still.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I have also had them as disappointment team of the week, you know.
We finally agree on something.
Yeah, I mean, they just you can't let that happen at home and they sat back most of the time. It's like, how are you going to do that against 10 men?
Yeah,
It's
I
just-
don't.
it's
At home
embarrassing.
too, and when you're supposed to be a top 4 team and you finished above Liverpool last year, like you should have gone in there and asserted your dominance.
Yeah, I don't really know what Eddie Howe is.
Yeah, I don't know
there.
why I took Gordon off. Gordon was looked at as their by far the most dangerous player on that field.
Yeah.
I kind of hate Gordon too. Obviously coming from Everton, but he also is a rat, similar to Bruno Fernandes. But he played well. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, I don't know what happened to them. It's just it's an embarrassment. Yeah.
Ryan, who do you got?
I'm going to go with Brighton.
That's a fair shout.
80-something% possession, and they lost 3-1. I think that's almost a bigger embarrassment, in my opinion. I mean, Brighton looked sharp at times. They kept possession, but they really didn't look dangerous. And I looked at the stats, and West Ham had a lot more big chances created than they did. There was a lot of shots off target.
I don't know. He had
Right,
9
but if you
saves.
watch the highlights,
He had some hard
they didn't
saves.
really look that dangerous. There
There
was some
saves.
decent chances. You have
Yeah, that's
82%
fair.
possession. You're going to create something, but I mean, I think that's really unacceptable.
No, that's fair, especially after everyone was riding so high on them after those first 2 games.
I still think they'll be very good.
No, I
just
still think they'll probably end up top 6.
I agree.
I had them in
not
8th.
with that, but
I had them in 8th, but I think they could finish above Spurs or Chelsea. We'll see.
Yeah, I have them.
It'll be interesting to see them play. I think that was a weird game. I want to see them play a top 6 team. I want to see them play a Liverpool, a City, or one of those teams. See what's going on.
Yeah, all the
What's
games they
real.
played against top 6 last year are very good. I mean, I feel like they actually play very well against top 6.
And they brought in Ansu Fati. Where
does
he's
he
just gonna
fit?
play on the right?
I guess.
I mean,
what's
Solly
gonna
Marsh
happen to
has
Solly
been
Marsh?
one of the best players.
Yeah, but Solly Marsh did kind of play right back last year a little bit too, so maybe they'll put him back
A little bit.
and then just bench Milner.
You can't do that. He's a legend.
Yeah, you need Milner in the squad.
I mean, what? There's no way he's not playing. I guess Enciso. No, was Enciso back? No, not yet.
No, not
So
yet.
maybe Ansu Fati will play the 10? Or Marsh will play in the middle. I don't know. Because you also have Billy Gilmore and... I mean, they have a good squad.
They do. They have a good squad. They just need to figure out how to create goals. I think it will come, but this week, bit of a disappointment.
Yeah, I mean... I think they're not going to struggle to find goals.
Yeah, the weird...
I think that was just a weird game, and that one counter, I think they had 200 passes to West Ham's 17.
Yeah.
And that just broke it.
Right, but if teams are going to look at this now and say, okay, that's how we can play against Brighton. If we sit back in a block and have a lethal counter, we can beat them. So they might have a tough season if that's how teams just end up playing against them.
Yeah, the weird thing is they struggle against the lower half because they do play that block, but it's like they do play well against the top 6. It's frustrating. I mean, a lot of top 6 teams, I mean, sometimes top 6 teams just have that problem, playing against a team like West Ham,
Yeah.
I mean, we struggled against them a little bit last year.
That's true.
The way
Arsenal
they
struggled
play.
this week, too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, fair enough, but...
Then okay, so I think that covers. So wait, who'd you had Newcastle too?
Newcastle too.
Yeah.
And then jumping into my worst player performance, very contrary to my belief, is Trent. He just looks so bad.
Yeah.
I think he was in his head from literally the 5th minute when he threw that ball, got a yellow, and then he almost got sent off right after.
Yeah.
He was lost because he was literally a cone.
Yeah.
Like every single time Gordon was going after him, it seemed like he didn't want to even get remotely close to him because he was going to get sent off.
Yeah.
I think that was partly why he wasn't playing as well. But even going forward, he didn't look
as good as he usually
as good
does.
as he usually does.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, I just
And
don't
that
think
first
he was
goal,
up
that's
to
just
it.
shocking.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
how that should never
awful,
happen in the Prem.
awful giveaway. Yeah,
I mean, you're supposed to be one of the best right backs in the Prem. That should never ever happen.
I think that's a very fair shot. I have Kai Havertz though. I think he was just very
You just
poor.
hate him.
I still think he's an all right player, but he's not worth 65 million. He's worth maybe 15 to 20 million, and we just overpaid.
I'll ask you this: would you rather have signed Billy Gilmore or Havertz?
Havertz.
Well,
How much
for
is
how
Billy
much
Gilmore
for Billy
worth?
Gilmore?
Yeah.
45 mil.
No.
Billy Gilmore.
Is that what he went for?
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Billy Gilmore? No.
No, he didn't. Did
No,
he
He
really?
went for 40 plus 5 add-on.
Wow.
I could have sworn he went for like 30, but I mean,
Maybe
yeah.
in dollars or
No.
or
It was
euros?
pounds.
Pounds. Wow.
Okay.
Well, that's a scam.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'd obviously prefer Kai Havertz, but it's just like might as well not spend the money and keep Xhaka or something like
Right,
that.
yeah.
It's just
I don't think keeping Xhaka is the way to go. It was just
It would have
just
been.
signing a striker or keeping
Sure.
Yes.
Bogdan.
Signing
sure,
a
but there was
striker
no
would have been ready to
strikers
go.
that we had the price range for and that were available for us.
I mean, you spent 70 mil on Havertz. I'm sure.
But
there's
who's
couple
a
strikers you
striker
could have
who
picked
would
up
have
for
been?
70 mil.
Who's a striker?
Anyone.
Who's better
Well,
than
just-
Jesus,
Yeah.
though?
Yeah, I guess, but
There's
I
not
don't
many.
know. I mean,
out
that's
there.
still going to be your biggest issue is your striker.
I mean, we'll
Yeah.
see once Gabriel Jesus comes back.
I mean, last year
but-
that was your biggest issue was Jesus too.
I mean, his
genuinely
injury
didn't-
problems.
yeah,
when he
it's
was
just
playing,
the
he was a
injury.
good
Oh
player.
yeah, but I mean, still, regardless of if you want to win the league, you need a striker who's banging 20 plus goals.
Yeah.
He's
I mean,
never going to do that.
Liverpool were able to do it with Firmino. I mean, if he can fill
Right,
a role
but-
like that, and
yeah,
you
but
can
that's
get,
because Salah scored 30 and
I
Mane
think
scored
I
20.
think that you can get.
I mean, if you get Martinelli
if you-
and Salah and Saka to score 30 and 20, but
I think
They
they
have
can.
not showed us that
I
they
think
score
they
that many
can
goals.
both score 20.
I don't think that's in the range of outcomes for Martinelli. I think it is for Saka.
I mean,
I don't know,
Martinelli
had like
scored
15, 16
I think
last year.
he had
Yeah,
16
but I think you're
goals.
going to see a
and-
lot more of split time between him and Trossard overall this year.
Maybe.
So I think Arteta likes Trossard a lot because he brings a different, especially when you're having some landlocked games. I feel like Trossard brings a different.
It seems
dynamic.
like he doesn't like him though. He doesn't bring him on.
Yeah, I don't know
Right.
why he hasn't been.
So, I
he
don't
may be
know.
dealing with something, but
Yeah.
I feel like last year when Trossard came in, Trossard loves to
No, he's a very
cut
good
in
player.
and
Yeah.
combine, which Martinelli is more of a
Right.
runner.
Yeah,
It's much more
absolute
direct.
steal from Brighton, who love to negotiate a high price point for their players. So absolute steal for us. I mean, he's great.
I think
but
they
it's
just
like,
wanted.
yeah,
I think they
it's-
just wanted
but-
Matoma to start, and I think
I guess.
fine leaving.
Yeah, just wanted to get him out. But yeah, I mean, back to Kai Havertz. It's just he's lazy. I mean, he looks lazy on the field. I could be
But
wrong.
that's always been his.
He
He's
just
always
doesn't look
looked
like he's
that.
sprinting. I mean,
No, but he's always looked like
he
that.
receives a ball. He has like 10 to 15 yards of space. He doesn't even
Yes.
like check his shoulder. He plays it. He doesn't even complete a pass.
Yeah.
Yes, I know exactly
So-
which instance you're talking
No,
about.
his
There was
IQ is
one in
crazy that he
particular.
doesn't have to check.
Well, but then he just plays it to Fulham. Like
No,
doesn't even
there's
play it back.
one play in particular,
No, yeah,
and
that was a bad game.
as a starting number 10 in the Premier League for one of the best teams, you can't be doing this. 10 yards of space on his back, he can turn. He decides to lay it off, messes up the layoff, and starts a counter for Fulham. If you're in the attacking third and you're playing the 10, you should always be looking to turn. It seems like Havertz's first instinct is to take a touch and then pick his head up, or try to do like a one touch to the person that's in his face. but it doesn't really seem like he has that same
I think he'll be
instinct like
fine. I think he
a
just
Foden
needs to,
or.
I think he needs to just find his footing on that team.
Maybe. I just think he has to go on the bench
Hey,
for now, and he goes
It's a
Party,
Champions
Odegaard,
League-
Rice.
That's a Champions League winner and goal scorer.
I know. I can't
True.
believe that. I cannot believe that.
Can't say that about any other player.
That
on the
upped his price tag by like 30 mil.
It really did.
Yeah, it really did. All right, Ryan. What about you? Worst player?
Same Kai Havertz. I already trashed him,
Shot.
so we can move on. I think from this. Segment.
Okay. Awesome. That pretty much covers that segment. All right, now the juicy stuff. Ryan, I know you haven't been on the pod, so I know you wrote down a team of the week. So how this works is we're going to go through every single position, and essentially we have to either agree or disagree, and for it to pass, it has to be a 2 out of 3 vote.
Okay.
Right? And then we're going to stack you up compared to how Clay and I did. Clay got 7 out of 11 first time around. I got 8 out of 11.
Yep.
So let's see how you did. First, tell us what's your formation.
Going with a little bit of an interesting formation here, boys.
What is that? Let me hear it.
A lot of good attacking players this week, so
Okay.
had to play an aggressive attacking style with a 3-4-3 with a diamond in the midfield.
Clay, are we gonna allow that? Are we gonna allow 3 back?
We'll let it pass. We'll let it pass.
Okay.
It's a little interesting. We'll allow it. We'll
Okay.
allow it.
All
All
right.
right, a
so-
3-4-3 too,
a
not even a
3-4-3.
3-5-2.
Nope.
Oh wow, we're going old school.
Yeah.
We're going
Barca days.
Barca days.
Yeah.
Wow. No,
All right.
that's low key what City actually plays though.
Yeah, it does. Now that they have,
Low-key.
well, I don't know what they're doing with Stones now, but that's what they were playing last year when Stones stepped into
Yeah.
the midfield.
All right,
Um,
we'll allow it.
cool.
Before you
So-
continue, I need to whip up my team of the week. Sorry. Okay. Go.
Okay. Start with keeper. Are we
Yeah,
going
we'll
one
start
by
with
one
keeper.
or should
One
I?
by one. No,
okay.
go
One by
keeper.
one.
Go
One
keeper.
by one. Keeper, gotta pick Allison. For me, he had 7 saves and a couple really important big ones that I don't think a lot of keepers would have made besides maybe 2 or 3 in the Prem, coming down to the stretch to keep them in the lead to 2-1.
Clay, what are your thoughts on that?
I think that's fair, but I have Saw and Areola also. I mean, Saw kept a clean sheet, had an unreal falling away save versus Everton,
Yeah,
pushed it over the bar. I think Saw with the clean sheet.
I had Areola.
I think
Wow,
Areola
it
with
seems like we're really
9
split here,
saves. I don't
mean,
think this
guys. 9
one.
saves, 25 shots, and he was getting
Yeah,
pounded.
I don't think this one passes.
25 shots, but not all on target.
Yeah.
Hey, it's still dangerous though.
No, I don't know. I mean,
think,
I'm just giving Allison.
Allison over Saw because
Really?
I think Saw's playing Everton. Everton are going to score like 10
Saw
goals
had
all year.
7 saves. I
That's
mean,
fair.
7 saves, a clean sheet, unreal save. I
Yeah,
think
I
we're
guess
split
that's
on this,
fair.
so I don't think
Yeah,
that's gonna
all right.
pass. But I mean, all of these I think are good
No,
shots.
I agree.
No,
There's
you know
some
what?
great
I'll
keeper
support
performances.
my boys in red. I'll give you Allison.
No
I'll give you
way.
Allison.
No
I rate
way.
Allison.
No
Come
way.
on.
Let's
Come
go.
on.
All right, I'll give you Allison. Let's go 1 for 1.
There we
baby.
go.
Oh, shit.
There we go.
100%. What a start. Clay, that might have been payback for last week, but let's go.
That's
All right,
ridiculous.
Ryan, who do you have as? Let's go 2 center backs.
Well, it's a 3-back, so I'll
Oh.
start. Should I list all 3 or just one at a time?
No, let's
We'll
go
go one at a time.
Yeah.
Starting on the left, Emerson Palmieri.
Is that the
West Ham left back. I mean,
Wait, so you're playing a 3-back and one of them's a left back?
and the other one may be a right back on the
Oh.
right side.
See, I don't know.
All right, we'll let it slide. That's
Lordy.
fair. I mean,
When
might
you
just
see
get
the rest of the
countered
team,
quite a bit.
I think that you'll agree with a lot of these picks, honestly.
Okay, all right. No, I think Emerson's a good pick. I thought he was great. I would want to give a shout out to Udogie from Tottenham too. 1 assist. Looked
Yeah.
really good in that kind of hybrid 3 or not really a 3-back, but he likes to step up.
Adogie's good. Yeah, I would still go Emerson probably. I mean, Odogie's a shout. I don't know. I'm kind of torn in between. I don't know.
What do you what do you have on your?
Brian, let me hear your case again. What was your case?
Well,
for
I mean, he's
Emerson? Besides he's just a good
defending
player.
Marsh, potentially one of the most electric wingers this year so far. Scored 3 goals in the first 2 games. Completely took him out of the game. Even though they had so much possession, they were able to make it seem not so dangerous. So just an overall really good defending performance on the ball. I mean, missed a lot of passes due to having to clear the ball a lot, stuff like that. But I think just as a pure defender, he did really well.
Yeah. All right.
Roll
Clay,
out,
you allowing
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
All right. 2
Yeah.
for 2. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go to your
Commanding
middle center back.
the center of
Is this
my
guy
team.
actually a center back though?
Yes,
Okay.
it's got to be Thiago Silva, playing in a natural position for him. I mean,
Okay.
he.
Give me the argument.
I think I saw his pass stats were 100 out of 102 passes.
Yeah, 'cause
I
he's
mean,
playing against
Luton
Luton
Town.
Town.
right. I mean, he controlled the game, commanded for him.
I guess. Yeah, that's fair.
He was the rock in the center for them. I mean, Luton had no chances. Anytime the ball was cleared, he was controlling it, winning it, and then keeping possession. I mean, I don't think he could have done anything better in his performance, and he looked so solid I had to put him in. But I'd love to hear what you guys...
I'm going Joachim Anderson again. He was in our week 1.
No.
I mean, he had a goal, 7
agree.
clearances, 3 tackles, 4 key passes, 11 out of 15 duels won. I mean,
I had Anderson too.
See,
That's
I
fair.
think it has to be Anderson. He played Brentford. I mean, they conceded 1
And they
goal,
did tie,
but I think
Yeah.
he's a very good center back, and he played really well this week. I would have him in there.
Yeah,
Thiago
that's
Silva.
okay. I think he could have done a little better on the goal they conceded. I have to watch it back again. But he did make it up by scoring a goal. He almost made my team. I was conflicted, so I think that's
See,
fair.
if you would have played with 2 center backs, then maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
see.
there would have been some other players that couldn't have made it, and
All
you're
right.
going to see later on there is
All right,
one
so-
particular.
All right, so far 2 out of 3. Who's your right back?
Matty
Or,
Cash.
Sorry, okay. It is a right back.
I have Matty Cash playing the right of a 3-back. Not his
Not
match,
natural position,
not
but I
where
rate
he
it.
played this week, but we had to slot him into the team, and this was my formation. He was
That's
incredible. I mean, 2 goals.
Yeah.
Did he have an assist? I don't think so. Did he?
No, but he
assist.
was.
I mean, yeah, he was bombing down the pitch.
Yeah, he looked very.
Every time the play went through him down that right side, it looked like something was going to happen, so I had to put him in.
Yeah,
no, he was
I completely agree with that. 2 goals from right back. I mean, playing a right wing back. That's performance of the week for me in that position.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see with that.
Easy.
All right, next 2
All
you
right.
got. Let's go. Name off two of your center mids.
Well, we're playing a diamond midfield,
Okay,
if
then
you can
let's
see
start
the
with your holding
position.
mid.
I'll give you my holding. It's Rodri. I mean,
Do we even have to say anything else?
can we just secure him in there for the
Yeah,
rest of the
just-
year?
Yeah, that's what we said.
Like, could just
Yeah.
anchor him in there. He's the best
Second
midfielder in
appearance
the
for him
world.
already.
Yeah,
Two out of
yeah.
three.
No
Solid.
complaints. Yeah.
Next one,
All right, so my 2 8s
2 8s. Okay.
are Fabio Vieira and Bruno Fernandes.
Okay, I agree with Bruno Fernandes.
I did too.
And see, I think Fabio Vieira played really well, and he was electric.
But
The problem is when I was looking at my center mids, I was like, wait. And the fact that you've added 4, I think it's bold, and I'll give it to you. No, I take that back. I don't give it to you.
yeah, this is gonna be a crazy shout because they lost, but Pascal Gross.
No,
I mean,
you
okay,
love Pascal Gross.
97 out of 109
Yeah,
passes.
but they lost.
Goal, 6 key passes,
All right, go ahead.
133 touches. I mean, this
You
guy.
wouldn't give me Thiago Silva based on the passes, and you want
Yeah,
to get
now you're
somebody
playing
who
it-
was playing
someone
the
but he had
6
a
and
goal.
he lost.
He had a goal though.
Yeah, but he
goal.
lost.
If,
I don't
if
think
you're
Pascal
playing
Gross.
6 on my team, I need you to keep possession,
Honestly,
which you
if I'm-
did, but break up play, which
If
maybe
I
he
was
didn't.
to intervene, I think I'd go Enzo Fernandez. I think he was just class.
Okay. Well,
Enzo
mine's
looked
I
good.
think
gonna.
we're really split here.
I want to
Mine's
make an
getting
argument for
overruled.
Fabio Vieira real quick.
Okay,
1-0 to Fulham when he comes on. Not really looking so bright for Arsenal. Fabio Vieira gets subbed on, immediately wins a penalty for Arsenal, and then 4 or 5 minutes later whips in an incredible ball for the second goal, gets us up. He almost scored a chilena. I mean, he was crossing balls in. Like, he was by far Arsenal's best player.
He was very
Actually-
good when he came in, but I
You know what?
I think
I'll give you that one. I think I agree with both of those.
Thank you.
My God, he's only missed on one. Clay, what have we done?
yeah, I don't
All right,
know about
who's
you
your-
giving. I don't know about you giving the keeper.
We might have to revisit that.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
we
who's
can
your 10?
revisit. My 10 is going to be Madison this week.
Yeah, I agree.
He looks really sharp in this Tottenham team, honestly.
Yeah, I love what he did with the ball when they were chirping him and he started putting it like.
He moved it off
Yeah,
the
he
corner.
moved it. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. No, the Tottenham team looks great, and
I honestly, I think it's him.
yeah,
I
it
think
could
the
be.
reason that Basuma's very good too.
Yeah,
Like
same with
Basuma
Sarr.
and Sarr's done very well too. Another assist, by the way.
Yeah.
Great game. But yeah, I agree with Madison.
Madison was a very good signing.
Lock.
Still,
Yeah.
yeah.
Lock
Oh,
him
he's
in.
only missed one so far.
All right.
You know
This
what?
one-
I'm taking back the
Well,
keeper.
keeper. I'm going.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Just wait until
Okay, let me
I think
hear
I
your
might
right-
have a
Let
tough
me hear your
one.
right wing.
My right wing, okay. Right wing is Sterling. I think we all have to agree on this.
Yeah,
I mean,
we've already pretty much covered
Yeah.
that.
There we
2
go.
goals,
All right,
yeah.
who do you have? Let's go left side.
Left side, I have McGinn from Villa.
I don't think we can let that
He
slide.
wasn't even the best player on his team.
For everyone watching,
Diaby was
I
better.
think everyone needs to go back, watch the first and third goal Villa scored. I mean, if it weren't for McGinn, I don't think those 2 goals are being scored. He made the key passes to put both
Okay, I
Ollie
agree on the
Watkins
first
in
one.
behind.
I agree on the Ollie Watkins one.
Yes.
But the second one, I mean, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a key. Yes, he slipped
He had an
someone through,
incredible
but then
turn,
someone
was
chopped
getting
it
pulled
outside of
down.
the box, and then
Played
that
it to
person
Diaby
finished
at the top.
There
of
was still-
Diaby's who's gonna
Diaby
be in
played
there.
clutch.
There's still
Yeah,
a
he
lot
might be-
left to do. However, a lot of players go down there. He recognized that there was numbers forward and decided to keep going, make the pass. McGinn, I don't think he's going to have another performance like that this year, so I had to give him the shout.
That's
But-
a fair argument, but I think Diaby was the best player for them.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I would go Diaby
Or even
as
like
well.
Grealish in that position.
Yeah, I would have picked Grealish. Again, 94% pass accuracy from a left winger is actually kind of mental.
Yeah, that's
and
very
an assist. That little dink to Holland was
good. Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I wish that Pep gave him a little bit more freedom because they really have him,
Out
especially
on-
now
yeah.
with De Bruyne out for a little bit. But whatever, I don't think we'll see that. All right, who do you have up top?
Darweezy, the GOAT,
It has
the
to be
one and
goated.
only.
I mean
Goated.
that is going to be honestly one of the most talked about substitutions in years to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could
Are
see
you
that.
kidding me? He comes in man down,
Like 15 minutes
scores
left.
2
yeah.
goals, absolute rips when everyone hates him now. It's great.
Yeah.
Hates
And-
him?
Yeah, no one rates him anymore.
No, I think people rate him. I've always thought he was a good player. He's
He's
just
okay.
kind of funny with his,
No,
some of
I
his
think
misses.
I think he could be a really good player. I think you just have to sort of some stuff. I was watching some highlights when he was back in the Portuguese league, and he was actually crazy.
Yeah, no, he's very good. I mean, yeah, 15 minutes, you come on, you score 2 goals. I mean,
2 very nice goals
Yeah.
too.
Electric.
Great runs,
Yeah.
great finishes. That first finish was what a ball by was it Botman?
Botman?
Yeah, hit off his butt, then his heel.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Was it Botman?
I think it was.
Yeah,
It
hit-
was.
yeah,
What a
yeah.
ball! Wow,
Yeah.
impressive. But no, I think Darwin has to be a lock.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, yeah, unreal. And yeah, what a substitution. I mean, if they don't have Darwin, I mean, I don't think they win the game.
No, I agree. And I don't know if we do Coach of the Week, but I think Klopp's got to get a shout out on this podcast for those substitutions
Yeah.
he's made. I mean,
Oh yeah, incredible.
That's fair.
completely
I don't
turned.
know. Well, I think the first one, Luis Diaz, seemed to be kind of hobbled. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever. But besides that, I agree. Yeah, great. I mean, Jota came in, looked incredible. Darwin looked good. Harvey Elliott looked pretty good.
He just knows that team so
Honestly,
well.
Joe Gomez looked decent too in the back compared to what he usually looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Um,
agree. So, I think, so the
I
keeper's
think that's
a
really
miss.
only 2.
No, I think we lock in the keeper. I
We
think
lock in the
he's-
keeper.
I think he misses on
McGinn and
McGinn and
Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva. Yeah, I'll give it 8 out of 11.
That's
No,
9
9
out of 11.
You're going to allow him to be...
I will. I think that's a
Wow,
good
okay.
spot on.
Okay,
I think
I
this
thought it was
week
pretty
was a
good
week
team of the
where
week. It was
there
kind
were
of
good
just
performances, but there are some clear
clear-cut.
cut
Yeah,
performances.
that's very true. I
Yeah.
mean, a little bit of manipulation of
With
the
the-
squad
the
with the
formation.
3-4-3 to get people in.
Having 3 center backs and 2 of them being outside backs, but we'll allow it. I mean, your team will probably win by scoring 20 goals and conceding 15, but
Yeah.
Yep.
it works.
Yeah.
There we
Alright.
go.
Respectable
I think
team of the
that's
week.
pretty much- yeah.
Huh?
I mean, wait, quickly before we log off here. So we X'd McGinn for Grealish
Or Diaby.
or Diaby.
What do we want to do there?
I think Grealish.
I
think
vote
Diaby.
Grealish.
No,
Diaby
but
is,
they won 3-1, a bit more of a comfortable one. Grealish came in clutch.
Yeah, they're playing like Sheffield United.
That's fair. I'm putting Grealish in there. Ryan?
I agree with
All right.
Grealish. He would have
Okay.
been my
And
second choice.
For Thiago Silva, we both had Anderson,
Anderson, yeah.
right? All right.
Yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
think that pretty much covers our team of the week. And like always, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and a comment and a review if you're listening on think it's Apple Podcasts and Spotify. But see you guys next week.